Okay.
Nuka said that she could go live if it's glitchy.
Is it glitchy, everyone? Are we noticing a glitch right now?
I don't know if it is or not,
Yeah,
but
it was a little bit glitchy.
Too soon to tell is what some people are saying. Not yet. All right, we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens.
Okay. If it
I've
does get
been
glitchy,
in and
I
out.
can just like go live and you can do your thing.
did
Yeah,
you
the
when you went to check, did you have an update by chance?
no, I did not. I checked.
Okay.
I was actually annoyed because I left, if you remember.
Yeah.
And no, it was totally updated.
All right.
I really do think Mac and I have rewarding bots on us personally.
I don't know. Well,
It would make sense.
Did
possibly.
is
Um,
Brussels live ended?
She's
I
wrapping
think
up.
so.
Go ahead, Kicks.
I think so. I think that it was just ended. I don't think
Okay.
I just left. I think she ended it.
I was just going to respond to what Ford said. I think Ford is in here right now. Ford, uh, F you, big time, F you for saying that they're dumb because they kept digging themselves a grave. Nobody has respect at all for my skills. Given the fact that literally JW was saying that I am not good at talking to people and making them feel safe enough to
Oh,
talk, there's nobody who respects what it is I do on this app. So for you to suggest that it would like anyone could have gotten that out of them, no, Ford. I have skills, and I don't know what they are, but I know I'm able to get information from people. It's the one thing I am able to do. I think
I
it's
love it.
less
I
about
have
they may also
skills.
be dumb. They may also be dumb.
Yeah. No, I meant to say you let them dig their own holes.
I led them. I led them to dig. Like I'm carefully reevaluating every couple of moments. Is this going to trigger them? Is this going to trigger them? Like I'm
Yeah.
constantly figuring out the tolerance level the person
So
has.
just kept giving them more and more rope.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't want to mislead them in any way. But like because in order to be credible, you kind of have to give them as many good faith outs as possible. And I gave Heather 5 to 10. Like I literally said, you may be justifying your own personal relationship, so let's not talk about that. And she just kept on double, tripling, quadrupling down. But I do think that there is. You sound a little bit older. Do you know Howard Stern?
Oh yeah.
As hated as he may be, he also did have a skill to get people to say the most outrageous,
True.
stupid shit. And I would like to think that may be something I share with him. Just that one part, nothing else.
You know what?
Well,
I
well, it was
wanted to.
masterfully done.
Thank you. That's all I'm looking
You're
for.
doing a good job, Irish, for sure.
There we go. Thank you.
What I really
Yeah, I'm
wanted
not
to
going to give
laugh
you.
at. Go ahead.
I won't praise you, Irish, but could you give me a rundown, please? I've been in and out. I've got no idea where we're up to with JW.
All right. So the quick rundown is that JW pretended that he had a change of heart,
Uh huh.
but then Benny in the comments right there outed that he was lying and shared private DMs that showed that he still supported Heather
Uh
and
huh.
was really just telling her to keep things on the DL. And then Benny joined, and that's when I realized this is why I don't want to do call out lives anymore, is because Benny had actually contacted me the night before, but I was just so overwhelmed that I hadn't put two and two together. And Benny had messaged me the night before saying she had had some concerning DMs with JW that are now concerning in light of what he was saying. And so then
Right.
Benny joined the
Right.
live and sent me some of the DMs. And there were certainly a couple of DMs in there that were inappropriate. This one here is JW, and JW, just for context, is 44. Benny was 18 as of 2 weeks ago. And this was JW referring to her as, I'm glad you're my
19.
friend, though. Well, she was 18 when they met. She was 18 a couple of weeks ago, and
Yeah.
they met when she was 18. And this was JW saying, I'm glad you're my friend, though. I'm not weird, am I? And also talking about the fact that she is his number one glazer, which, you know, okay, I'm not even jumping on that part. The thing that was weirder to me and more disturbing was here, where he's saying, I need to stop that shit. I just need to be glazed on by my number one glazer. And I'm not even talking about the sexual part at all. It's more so the fact that he is making Benny feel as though she is really important to him and that she has all this power over him. That's the disturbing part. I don't care about the sexual part. That's the part that's really disturbing to me, is that he is really making her feel much closer, much more deeper, much more intimate than what I think their actual relationship was. And that's scary. That's not There's
Yeah.
something really off there.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't even know what glazing means. That's showing my age right now, but even I'm getting
All
a
right.
sexual innuendo
It
from
means
that.
you really,
The
really want a
best
Yeah.
donut. You really want a
the
donut. You're
best
really hungry for a
yeah,
donut.
have you ever heard of a glazed donut?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, did you ever notice that like the term glazing could also refer to
Oh my God.
ejaculation, a man's
Oh, now
ejaculation
I'm
on a
putting two
donut?
and two together. Righto,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 righto. Oh, great. Now you've just ruined donuts for me.
Oh.
Why would you eat a glazed donut? They're the worst donut.
I'm
Um.
Aussie, okay? Like, we get the
Lack of
Krispy
options.
Kreme donut. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm all.
Irish is just a donut hater. He just doesn't like food. That's fine.
No,
Oh, and can I?
sneezy. I know that glazing means also sort of like
Puffing it.
bigging someone up. Yeah, bigging someone up. But I'm talking about what the sexual innuendo part of it was. So
Righto.
glazing today means if you're, saying nice things about a person, you're glazing them.
It was
Um.
known as a pearl necklace back in my day. Like, I don't know if anyone remembers that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh God.
Really quickly, just to everyone in the chat there, thank you so much for all your well wishes and thoughts. I'm all good. I literally just handed in my resignation notice today with my workplace, and I've been headhunted by a new business already. So
That's
thank you for all your
huge.
thoughts and prayers. But yeah, I'm all good. I was just more highlighting. I quit my job. I finally did it.
Um. Also,
That's awesome.
Thank you.
I noticed that Heather um note or changed her mind shortly after, like a couple hours after having a conversation supposedly, and he did the same thing a couple hours after he had an epiphany and changed his mind supposedly. Like, it was very similar behavior to what had happened just the night before. And
Oh my God! Do
When
you
their
remember
plans when their
I?
plans
Jeez.
backfired, they changed their tune.
Yeah, do you remember I said, Heather, you're after talking to someone who told you to do this? It was probably JW.
Yes, yes,
JW alluded to a conversation they had.
yeah,
yeah, I do because you called it out that within the half an hour, like someone has spoken to you within the last half an hour that has made you change your stance on it. Um,
100% interesting.
yeah, I
yeah.
did
Hey,
reach
hey,
out to
Irish,
JW
are
as
you
well
adding Benny
too
to the panel?
when he ended his live because I caught the end part of it where he was sort of saying like, I wanted this to be a fun session. I wanted to talk about my TV show that I've been watching, Yellow Jackets, and now I just feel like I'm being attacked. So I did message him. He's seen it, but he hasn't responded to me.
Oh, what a victim.
He
That's
loves
so
being attacked.
sad. I'm so
Yeah,
sad he
like
couldn't talk about his TV show.
yeah, I reached out to him to say you seem to be ignoring the like you seem to be focusing on just you being attacked from it rather than looking at it from the perspective of the language that you are using, which is causing people to get upset.
Yeah.
And being more upset at me asking too many questions, which is like, all right,
Oh fuck
Ford,
that!
what were
You
you going to
ask as
say?
many questions you want.
How dare you,
But you
Irish?
were
Ask
badgering
civilian
him.
But
questions.
really, I mean, we were kind of bullying him, when
You were
when he was
badgering
kicking
him. You were
everybody,
possuming him.
Yeah.
when
So
you were,
rude,
when he
Irish.
kicked everybody from the panel and he had that announcement that he possibly may not want to be around anymore. We really
Irish,
shouldn't
Yeah,
do
you're
I
gonna.
that.
tried to say to him as well too. There's a difference between feeling attacked and being held accountable, and that's what that was. Is that you were being held accountable, but you took it as an attack.
Hey, Irish, were you gonna add Benny?
She didn't request. I didn't want to.
Oh, hey, Irish, were you going to add Benny?
She didn't request. I didn't want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to like drag her up if she doesn't want to. It's a lot of
If she is
attention,
in
and
here, happy birthday, Benny, as well too for 2 weeks ago.
oh, she is joining. Yeah. I
Yeah.
can say that Benny has been quipping me with some of the screenshots. I don't want to slow drip them, but I can say that there's a lot more disturbing stuff in there in terms of grooming like tactics,
Yes.
big time.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like talking about Benny. I mean, look, I'll show that one screenshot.
Yeah, you can
Bex,
show that
you're
one.
a mod. Aren't you a mod? How are you not a mod? I just saw you're not a mod. What the hell?
What is going
Why
on
is
with my
Bex not a
computer?
mod?
Hold on.
Oh, I'm capped out. That's why. Who's the weirdo, Bex? You can message me on DM if you want.
That's
Is
a weird
anyone
way to tell
surprised
me to
about the
leave, Bex, but okay.
is anyone surprised about the more grooming tactics in the messages? No, I don't think so. Is
No.
there
I mean, it's a lot more. So this is just I'm just going to share. Like I don't like to drip these things out, but I want to. I've already spoken to Benny on Discord, and she does want to do a live on this specific issue,
Mhm.
especially given the fact that he seemed to have been so evasive. Everyone read this as I put it up, and let's identify the red flags as we go through. It's a little blurry for me. I think it's messed up for me, is it? Oh no, there it is. Oh, it went blurry again. Is it glitching for anyone else, or is it
Yeah,
just me?
it's yeah, I see it too. It's like, is it gold or white? The
It's not
dress.
glitching for me.
Oh,
Oh,
if it's not
I
glitching for you, can you read it? Because I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. Yeah. All right. It's just. Oh, it glitched again.
That's so weird.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, Benny, if you want to read from the top.
Okay. So I can't see the very top because it says host, but it
Oh yeah,
says
ignore it.
to raise another up or support one another. It's just dumb. I'm so glad, Benny. You're way smarter than these sheltered white girls. They were taken advantage of by Harry, maybe, but maybe they expected too much. Like, I'm sorry, they're sorry, pew
Pew
pewing
pew.
every day. People are getting uh,
You
unalived,
did. Yep.
and they're worried about. Well, I didn't know he was talking to 17 other girls. Who cares? Anyways, let me get my lazy ass out of bed. I need to make 1,000 somehow. Laugh out loud. They judge me how I make money. Probably. Well, Chris should pretend to have an OF. He would make so much money, but just post the same political content on there. Okay, I'll text you later. I may go live.
Okay. So, I mean, not that I have to call him out, but you're so much smarter than those other girls. And then, where was the mature part? Is that in a different one? I swore it was here.
Yeah,
Uh,
that whole first line is just, I'm so glad, Benny, you're way smarter than these sheltered
yeah,
white girls. It's a huge red flag within itself. So, yeah.
yeah.
These were all from him, was it, Benny?
Yeah, no, these
Yeah,
are all to Benny from JW. Yeah.
from
Mm-hmm.
JW. Yeah.
Also,
They say
turning
they
that.
say that they're not influencers, but both JW and Heather both seem to want a lot of attention.
Oh yeah, a lot. Like I was
Yeah.
trying to get the picture right of mine where um the GoFundMe was mentioned, so that's what that's about.
Is that
Oh.
what the 1,000 was in reference to?
The GoFundMe was mentioned, so that's what that's about.
Reference to?
Um, I'm not sure what that $1,000 was in reference to in that one. This one here is about him being confronted about the GoFundMe, and so he was sitting like if you're aware of the lives, you know how much JW gets shout outs for what he sends, yet he's telling the
Mm-hmm.
mods he needs help. And then he's sending this out to other people as well within the live. Like me and a couple others thought he is trying to suck up so much to these people, so they end up giving him money, like that he can pull the attention on him, um, and sending all the money so he gets the shout out, so people will go to his lives and things like that. It was all manipulative.
And what was his goal with Benny's participation in JW's live today? He wanted Benny to back JW up.
No, in fact, Benny was in the comments for a while, and it's even more suspicious that I had to identify Benny in the chat because if he was so confident that what he was doing was not a big deal, he would have brought up Benny, but he didn't. And I definitely saw Benny in the chat, but I was like, there's no way that's the same Benny. And it was only when I raised it that he brought her up then, because obviously he couldn't do it at that point. This is the continuation, the next page. I knew I had just seen the word mature, but when you're saying that you're way smarter than those other girls, and then adding in you're mature, I think that it can be appropriate to sometimes say you handle yourself really well. I think people how they said that to Benny on the earlier live, I don't really see a red flag with that. I think it's perfectly appropriate to say, "Oh my God, you handle that much better than I would have at your age." But in the context of saying, "Oh, you're much smarter than those other girls. You're different." That idea of you're different, it's just these are red flag terms here.
He's
It's
highlighting your age. Like it
Well,
is.
that
It's
that
Yeah.
reinforces
highlighting your
that.
age.
Yeah, that reinforces the fact that both JW and Heather are saying if you're mature enough,
and it's that
it's
Yeah.
okay.
classic tactic of making the receiver feel like, hey, there's something really special about you, and I'm the one noticing it. Notice
Yeah.
it.
I just want to give a shout out to a social approach as well too. Like being Aussie myself, I see the content that you post with regards to what's happening in our own country as well. And I just want to give you a shout out because you're fucking amazing and awesome. And I love what the content is that you're bringing out to bring attention to what's happening in our own country at the moment. So really, thank you so much.
I think I'm muted in the chat, but I just want to say yes. JW is the one that would send dozens and dozens of subscriptions and the big galaxies. That's who JW was.
But yeah, JW and Heather were both definitely coaching each other through all this.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
think they both felt I guess kicked out of the community in one way or another. So now they're just teaming up together.
Why was JW kicked out?
Yeah,
And as far as I knew,
Well,
I thought that Heather had not been kicked out because Heather said that she was in quote unquote a good place with Chris.
well, maybe she is with him. I mean, maybe Chris is handling this like it's no big deal. Hopefully, when he's older, he'll realize it is a big deal. But JW, okay, I guess he wasn't kicked, but he was called out by a lot of people when they discovered the whole scamming thing. And like, I noticed the guys kind of got quieter sometimes about shouting him out after this came out. But now they have acted like nothing ever happened. So,
did I
Kix, do
hear
you?
right? Oh, yeah.
Sorry, just real quick. Kix, do you mod for Harry?
I was a mod. I recently had stopped. I was a mod for a good while, and I left after everything came out, and I saw all the information I needed to see and decided to step away. So yeah, I did a lot of work for Harry in the lives. A
I was
lot.
curious because it seems like they share mods or something.
Um, they do and they don't. I mean, it's kind of the same with Parker and Dean. Like, I mod for Parker, not on every single account because he's got a million, but and I've modded for Dean, but that account got bananaed, so I haven't really worried about lately about getting modded again. But I'm still part of their community regardless. But I have been a mod for Harry since last summer, or early summer. I can't remember exactly when. And honestly, I probably did like a majority of the work because I had a lot of faith in him and a lot of hope for him. I felt like he
In
could
Harry
easily,
specifically?
yeah. Harry and Chris too. Like I felt like these were two guys that had a passion for politics and advocating for the right reasons. And that doesn't mean they don't now. Like they still might have that passion and they still might care about what they're speaking on. Um, but I just thought they were better than that. I thought they were better than disregarding other women's feelings and just being so dismissive of these women. Um, that's what really upset me, that there hasn't been proper accountability, there hasn't been apologies, and there's been more of a mockery made of it on their end than anything, minimizing it. And I've also heard that Harry's like picking up interviews, quote unquote, to discuss this and kind of poke fun at the situation. And I just
Yeah, we're
lost
aware of that.
respect. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
I just couldn't.
to me, it's not even about losing respect. To me, whatever passion you're seeing that they have is
Mhm.
clearly bullshit
Yeah,
because you
Mm-hmm.
cannot say that you're against Trump
yeah,
and then
Mm-hmm.
engage in exactly Trump-like tactics
Mm-hmm.
by saying that the only reason people care
exactly.
about this is because MAGA are torturing me. It's the
Mhm.
exact same thing Trump would say. So,
Yeah,
Harry, I didn't like. I knew of Harry, and I've like paneled with Harry, but like I
hmm,
don't know him as a person, and I wouldn't have like been judgmental towards him. But I would say in the past 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, I guess, Harry can go fuck himself. Harry, in my opinion, is going to just become a bigger ass problem each year that goes by. And the fact that he didn't learn a lesson from this at all
right.
means that he's only going to become more and more dangerous moving forward.
Yeah,
Do I think he's dangerous today? No, I don't. He's a fucking twat.
mhm,
But he's going to get more and more power, and this could have been a really good learning lesson
yeah,
because people fuck up.
yeah,
And his learning lesson from this was to basically shit on the people who had a valid grievance,
Victim
and
blame.
that's fucked up. Yeah.
Um, Also something I haven't heard talked about too much. Well, I've heard it talked about in ways, but I haven't heard this point brought up about it. About the Harry situation is a lot of time people will bring up that the woman shouldn't have sent the noodles. I guess I don't know if I can say the word. They shouldn't have sent those, and they'll like almost blame them for sending those. And I feel like that's really just like I don't know if I can say the word, but SLUT shaming. Like
hmm,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
that
exactly what they
is
tried to do. Yeah.
because
It
it's
is.
like they're
That's
shaming
the
the
only reason I
woman.
had that's the only reason I had a problem with Chris was when
Yeah.
Chris brought up the argument. Okay, I'm just going to go scorched earth here and tell you all that these women sent nudes to two people at the same time and we were in the same room. And it's like,
Hmm.
how is that relevant to Harry lying? Like at all?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
not. No
And
one's
it's like,
complaining that they're sending nudes. They're complaining that you're
yeah.
lying about it.
Yeah. And it's like they're also saying it's like they're gonna shame them because they sent them, but then like those same people are not calling out the men for asking for the noodles, but they're gonna call out the woman because they sent them and trusted the men with them. But that
That's
they're
why I,
not like what? You
that's
know?
why ethically we talked about it a lot, but that's why ethically I had no problem sharing Harry's DMs
Yeah.
because of the fact that he doesn't get to suggest that they were wrong for sending nudes
Hmm.
without showing people how pathetic he was in
Hmm.
asking for them. I just
Yeah.
felt like that was such a fucked up double standard. If you're going to
Yeah.
mock the delivery,
Hmm.
well, let's look at the reception. Let's look at how it is you
Hmm.
solicited them and how you were acting about it.
Hmm. And
Because
when I say
ordinarily I don't share personal DMs like that. I don't think that's
hmm.
a good thing to do ordinarily, but I think it was justified in this case.
Hmm. And when I say it's SLUT shaming, just to be clear, I don't think they're SLUTs for sending them. I'm just saying that in the sense that they're shaming them for sexual behavior. That's the only reason I'm saying that. I don't think that they're SLUTs by any means. That's not what I'm trying to say. But yeah.
How dare you, Callie? That's how we took it.
Yeah.
Also, this is totally
Well,
off topic.
I said that one time, and then someone was like, well, "Why are you using the word SLUT shaming?" And they were trying to act like I was calling them SLUTs, and I was like, "That's not why I'm saying that. I'm not calling them SLUTs. I don't think that. I think you're
That's it.
calling them that." Like,
Yeah,
you
Callie,
know?
I'm Aussie. I'm a smart ass. Just
Yeah.
ignore me
Also,
So,
sometimes.
this is totally
yeah.
off topic, but why is the word bop now meaning SLUT?
I didn't know it was.
Yeah, everyone's
I
throwing
just
that
learned
word around now.
lazy
It
Ford, okay? I
actually is
don't
pretty
know.
offensive what it stands for. I don't know if you know the actual word, what it stands for. Do you know what it stands for?
Well, I just thought like, hey, that song is a bop. Like it's a good
It
song.
stands for blown out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it stands for.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that's why
Righto.
they use
Yeah.
that for
Yeah.
SLUT
It's
now.
pretty offensive, but they've
Yeah.
just kind of reclaimed it and just been like, oh, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm a bop. Like, so.
Quick question, because
What the
again,
fuck?
I was in and out with JWs. Did I hear right? And I could be wrong in this, but did JW at some point try to use his race as an
Yes.
excuse?
Wait, did he?
Um,
Yeah, he did.
well, he has. He has said that it was
Yeah, not in the live, not in our live though.
no, no. I had heard it elsewhere, but I can't forget. I think he was saying he's a person of color.
You had a no. There was a guest. There was a guest that mentioned it. I can't remember
Yeah,
which.
I'm sure. I was so sure I heard him like literally today when he was live because I asked to come up and I was in between like I was on a smoke break at work and I was literally wanting to come up to address when he had said, I'm Asian. Like I'm so
Oh,
sure he
yeah.
referred to his own race as a way to deflect.
Guys, I have to restart. I just got a warning, which is frustrating.